our actions. So if we go across to our old, in fact, before I do anything, this time I'm going to remember to commit my project. So let's git init dot and then git commit. In fact, I'm going to run through the project in no, screw it. Git commit am, and we'll call this initial project commit. Oops. Git add dot. Sweet. And I'm pretty sure we want those import files. Yeah, we do. Okay. All right then. Okay, so if we go into our player scene, let's connect up our code. So if we grab our player.gd and drag it into here, we're going to have some errors because we haven't set up the same elements as we used to have in the prototype, but okay, so we now have engine L and engine R. Okay, we can just rename that. Engine L and engine R. Okay. And what do these things, so if they jiggle, like okay, I'm gonna jump into Sprite quickly and just fix a couple of these things. Alright, so I kind of want that to be white. Oops, what happened there? Okay, so we want to draw one pixel as white, and then we kind of want these to be black as well. Alright. And so what that's going to allow us to do is when the ship accelerates, the engine can essentially like jiggle around. Depending on the player's movement. So when they go into overdrive, we can shoot the engines out. Okay. So engine 1, L engine, okay, and that's just sprite and collision, okay. So oops. Okay, so we've got engine L, engine R, and those are there and there. And we've actually put in the new version, we've actually put we'll say jet. So that's the engine and then the jet, right? So now the left jet is actually a child of engine L, right? And the engine R is... So I didn't do it that way last time, but it makes a lot more sense doing it this way, I think. The meter. I think we can do... Yeah, we can do the meter. It could maybe be transparent, I don't know. Okay, so the meter is essentially a progress bar on its side. Ooh, a texture progress. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so I like the idea of using a one bit texture. Okay, and we want to fill from what do we want to do? Top and bottom. We could do like a top up top to bottom. Okay, bottom to top. And don't know if we need that. Okay, so the under texture, let's grab something from our assets, patterns and tiles. Does that look? No. Okay, let's have a look. So the under texture, what could that be? We need something like really light, like maybe this. Or that. Okay, so let's save as. And go into player, and I'm just going to create a new directory here and say meter, and we'll call this the DG. Okay, I just called it S, but okay, fine then. Let's just rename it in here. Okay, we'll call that BG. And I probably shouldn't have done that. Hold on. Let's just make this full screen. Okay, so let's just close some of these tabs. Don't save, don't save, don't save. Okay. Let's grab this. Alright, so the background needs to be quite light. I think there was some sort of like smattering like here, which kind of looks okay. Let's grab that, and we can oops, grab like that. And the crop, I gotta remember this. Is that Alt 0? Command 0. Nope. Yes, oh. There we go. Alright. Cool. So that's going to be our background for our meter, and then let's open this up again and find something. If that's the background, do we want to kind of like that black background there? Alright, so So if we save as, and we'll call this foreground, FG, and then that will allow us to grab this and do Alt-S-O and save. Okay, so then we'll call this meter, right? And under our textures, we will have the under texture being the PG. And let's just re-import this without a filter. And let's remind ourselves how to make sure that, like, Godot can do that by default, I believe, but I've forgotten how. Godot import without filter by default. Okay, cool. So preset, and it'll set default. Okay, cool. That feels better. Okay, so then 9 patch, and then the progress. I don't know what the over is supposed to be. So then the progress can be that one, and the value, we'll put the value at like 50. We need to re-import this one as well. Oops. And as that goes from like that, okay, it's slowly going to rise up. What's the over texture? We just throw one in and see what happens. I kind of like this, so let's save this as meter. We'll say over, and let's just select this box here, and save that. And that can be our over texture. I don't really know what these mean. Okay. Alright, and then I guess what these are 9 stretched 9 versions of these textures. So we bring this in to our desired. Oh, I see what the over is going to be. Okay, so we want the texture to start like there and go to there. Alright. And we want this to be more of a 50. And stretch margin. Okay, so let's give us about 2 stretch margins, 2 pixels on every side. Cool. So now if we go back to Asprite, we can now edit these a little bit. Now I think, in fact, we kind of want like a 3 pixel